What's up, guys? This is Jeff with Win Big Picks, and today I'll be breaking down my top four college football picks for Saturday, October 18th. Saturday, one of our favorite days around here because there's just so much football action to choose from. Before we get rolling, though, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe because you don't want to miss out on all the winning plays that we're dropping every single day. Recapping yesterday, we end up going 3-1 again on the picks from the video. The guys that hit first, Kevin Gossman, less than 31.5 fantasy score. And like I predicted, I didn't think his numbers alone were going to get him there. His outs and strikeouts were going to be below that 31.5. He was in line to get the win, though, which would have sunk us on that one. But Toronto ends up imploding in the eighth inning, cost themselves the game, hopefully not the series for them. But yeah, Eugenio Suarez with that grand slam, could be one of the biggest hits in Mariners history. We'll see how the rest of the series goes. And then over in college last night, Bryson Barnes, more than 277.5 pass yards. This was sweat free. He hit this one early in the fourth quarter. He finished with 326. And then the other guy to hit for us, Kiefer Sherwood, more than 3.5 hits. He led the league in hits last year. Anytime you see that, his hits line at under 4, you got to take it. And I hope you took it earlier in the day because I did see later on it bumped up to 4 or 4.5 in some places where it would have pushed or missed. And then the only guy that we missed on, Bryce Miller, more than 1.5 earned runs. He only goes 4 innings in this one. That's what's tough about the playoffs is you don't know when they're going to pull the starters early or when they're going to actually let them pitch. But he only gave up 1 earned run, and it was only after he left. The reliever that came in gave up, let the score that he had let on. So, I mean, did it even really work out bringing in a reliever? But that's a whole other thing I could get in on. But, going 3-1 on those free picks, we hit a bunch of our VIP picks as well. Over here, we put Gossman and Sherwood together on Prizepicks early in the day for a quick triple up. And then on Betr, again, the discount picks have just been hitting lately. Cal Raleigh combined with Gustafson, all the saves over there. Again, like I mentioned yesterday on Betr, the alt line, they used to be 25 you get for that. If you're going to get 27, maybe not do it every time with the alt line, but I think you're getting more value just for, not getting 3x, but having a much better shot to hit with the alternate line. And then on the next one from Betr, their other discount pick, Malachi Tony, he crushed this one. Going for 135. Miami ends up losing, though, to unranked Louisville. A stunner there. And then Kevin Stenland winning 9 faceoffs against the lowly San Jose Sharks. Now, before we get to today, just remind you guys about a new partnership we got. It's with Chalkboard. Over there, you sign up with our link below and the code WINBIGPICKS. They give you a 100% deposit match up to $100. They'll give you a free pick to start out as well. Best thing about Chalkboard, they're the only DFS app that lets you cash out mid-game. So if you got like a 6-man slip going and 5 of them hit, you don't want to sweat that last guy. You cash out, take the money. Only DFS app where you can do that. And then if you want even more value, we'll give you a free month of our VIP picks. If you want to send a screenshot your first deposit on Chalkboard over the email address on the screen here. Free month of VIP. Link to the winnable is down below. Every pick that we put out there texted right to your phone the second we hit the post button. Still got the NFL and college season pass at a discounted rate for the rest of the year. And then if you can't get the free month of VIP, we're still offering that discounted rate for the weekly VIP in honor of that 100 subscribers we reached. We'll knock that down to about $10 if you use the promo code thank you when you sign up for the week of VIP. And then the big one we got coming up next week. We cannot wait till the NBA gets here. Season pass, 8 months worth of value, 5 months worth of price. And if you want to get in before the season starts, we're going to take half off of this price on the screen here too. Every pick from opening night through the NBA Finals texted right to you. So get on it now while you can. Now, on to today's picks. And first up, you've seen me take them before. We're taking them again. We're taking Sawyer Robinson, more than 22.5 on the fantasy score. Going up against TCU, this one should be a shootout. The total on this one, it's pretty high. It's at 65.5. The line is only 3. So they're going to be going back and forth all day. And how is he going to get this? Well, the passing yards and the passing touchdowns, I think. As you can see, TCU's pass defense, a bit suspect. Sawyer's killed it with the yards this year, especially on the road where they are at TCU this year. And then with the touchdowns as well, at least 3 in every game except for the last game. That one's at plus money. I wouldn't mind you grabbing that one as well. As you can see, TCU allowing at least two passing TDs a game. And then just Sawyer on the road. Look at the little insight here. More than 22.5 on that fantasy score. 6 out of the last 7 on the road. He's getting it done. And then he's not known to run the ball. But one game he did get a rushing touchdown a couple weeks back. So you never know. That could add to the fantasy score as well. But, again, you could go yards. You could go passing touchdowns. But just in case, something goes down where he gets 280 yards and 3 touchdowns and you took the yards, you just encompass it all with that fantasy score. Should be able to crush this one today up against TCU. Next up, we are taking Lenora Sellers for less than 16.5 fantasy score. Another tough matchup today for South Carolina going up against Oklahoma. Sellers, he's less than in under 4 or 6 games this year. And if you want to look at the passing defense for Oklahoma, second in the nation, only allowing 126 yards a game. Other QBs for the passing yards, Archman didn't get to his. Jackson are really the only one to do it this year. But it's just not just the passing yards that the tough against, passing touchdowns too. Averaging 0.3 passing touchdowns a game. As you can see, Sellers, he's only got 1 or more in half the games, none in the last 2. And then the rushing yards as well. He does run. He has gone over in half the games this year. But remember with rushing yards too, in college, I'm not the biggest fan of the way they do it, but the sacks count as negative rushing yards for QBs. So you always got to look out for that whenever you take a rushing stat for a quarterback. But less than 16.5. The total in this game, it's low. It's only 42.5. That's low for a college game. He's going to have to score and pass to get there. And, that's the thing with taking unders is you start out winning with the bet and the player. They got to make it happen. And a lot of times there's just more stuff that could go wrong for the player to get there than there is for us to win. So Lenore Sellers, we're taking less than 16.5 on the fantasy score. And just pausing real quick here, remind you guys, we're teamed up with Betr. They're giving away a lot of free stuff. You can check the link in the description down below. And use the code WINBIGPICKS when you sign up there. They give you a free $10 just to sign up. They'll give you a 50% deposit match up to $200, meaning if you throw in $400, they'll give you another $200 on top. And then this week, again, 2 free picks. We got Michael Penix Jr. for that Sunday night game. And then get on this one before tomorrow morning because this game starts at 9:30 a.m. The Matt Stafford free pick as well. Just use our link below and the code WINBIGPICKS when you sign up. And then also over on Wanna Parlay, they'll give you a 100% deposit match up to $250 if you use our link and code as well. Best thing about Wanna Parlay, the only DFS app where you can combine team picks with player picks, spreads, team totals, money line, all that. If you wanted to take the over on the TCU Baylor game, combine that with Lenora Sellers to go under his passing yards. Only DFS app we can do that. So get in on the action with our link below. Now back to the picks. And next up, over in the evening, we're taking Raphael Williams, more than 52.5 receiving yards. He's gone over this 4 out of 6 this year, and it's against Syracuse. And I targeted him last week when SMU played them, and their pass defense is just atrocious, allowing 130, allowing 291 receiving yards a game this year. Raphael Williams, when it comes to target share, him and Kenny Johnson, pretty much the main guys over there for Pittsburgh. Total on this one a little high as well, 54.5. Pittsburgh's favored by 10, but when it comes to how they move the ball, it's mostly in the air, which bodes well for us too. And if you want to, the other thing that really kind of hits us home against Syracuse, other wide receivers, just everybody just killing it. The guy that missed, Antonio Williams, he only missed by 1 yard. So when it comes to receivers, they all hit, and we're looking for Raphael Williams to hit today. More than 52.5 yards. Looking at where else you can get it. That seems to be the lowest that you're going to get at the regular price. So get it there if you can, but line shop around just in case it drops lower. And then last up, we are taking Ethan Grunkenmeyer for less than 166.5 pass yards. PSU going up against Iowa. PSU has they've fallen off to say the least. And to add insult to injury, literally, their top quarterback Drew Allar goes down with a season-ending leg injury last week. So now the backup, Ethan Grunkenmeyer, he's a freshman going up against this tough Iowa defense. And this is something we capitalized on twice last week with backup quarterbacks going against tough passing defenses. We hit on it twice last week. We're looking to hit on it again. The total in this one, it's pretty low for a college game, only 40.5. So there's not going to be much moving of the ball, I don't think. Plus, with him being a freshman, they should be relying more on their two running backs, Allen and Singleton, to really carry the load in this one. And again, PSU losing 3 in a row. I mean, is this going to be their bounce back game against this tough defense? I mean, it could be. It's college. You never know. But I don't think Grunkenmeyer is going to be able to. No, if they're going to bounce back, it ain't going to be through the air. Let's put it that way. So Ethan Grunkenmeyer, less than 166.5 pass yards. If you can get it higher anywhere, do so. Like over an underdog, under 169.5. If you can get it there, definitely take it. You always want that edge. Even if it's a few yards, if you're new and you're saying, oh, it's only a few yards, well, that's all great until you lose by a few yards. So you have to take, a yard here, a yard there, wherever you can. Looking at other QBs versus Iowa this year, 2 out of the 3 that they got on the screen here did not hit their line as well. So that bodes well for us. Again, the backup QB going against a tough passing defense is what we're looking to capitalize on here. And just showed you guys a bet I've already locked in. Took Sawyer on the fantasy points, Sellers under the fantasy points, and Grunkenmeyer under those pass yards. Put it together over on Boom because I had a little 25% boost over there. Trying to turn 10 into 69 on that one. And then one last thing before we go here. If you like free money, the Pickett app, they'll give you free money. You just got to download their app with our link below and the code WINBIGPICKS. Because they'll give you $3 right to your Venmo or PayPal. There's a chance that $3 could be 100. It's free to download. It's free to make an account with them. And they're going to give you money just to do it. Just got to use our link to get it. Pickett, great way to keep track of your picks so you know that you're headed in the right direction. As you can see with us on the year, or for mostly the last year, up about 268 units. That's just on the books that they that are connected with. They're partnered with most of the apps and sports books. They're not partnered with all of them, but yeah, we've been killing it. Doesn't matter the sport. Again, can't wait for NBA to come up. As you see, our top player we've bet on last year, Nikola Jokic, mostly on his rebounds. He should crush it again this year too. Cannot wait for NBA to start next week. So, if you want more insights and analysis, you can find me over on Discord. The link is below. I've teamed up with the guys at Doghouse Picks. You can check out everything they're doing over there as long as what I'm adding. I'm pretty active over there, posting stuff throughout the day. Pumped to be partnered up with them. So that's going to do it for us. If you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe. I'm going to be putting out a whole bunch of VIP picks throughout the day today, and then tomorrow, Sunday, you know what that means, a full day of NFL action. It starts early at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time with that London game. So I'll be putting tomorrow's video out late tonight. That way you get all the info you need for the entire day. So let's green out tonight, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Later.